Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. This is Jerry Diamond with How to Get Out of Babylon. This would be a good vantage point to video a sunset from a hill like this. But that's the Stockton Cemetery. Over 1,000 of those gravestones were flipped up, thrown, twirled during the hurricane or tornado back in 2003, and all these years later, I figured out it was electrical. Was not the force of the wind. The coffins are metal, and but it still wasn't the force of the wind being attracted to the coffins. It was the electrical Hutchison effect, as we saw in 9/11, the World Trade Center towers, vehicles floating in the air and morphing into just kind of melting, giving up their form and shape. Big step van landing on top of another vehicle and just settling on it and melting down to the shape of the other vehicle. Anyway, I discovered dual mode, so I figured I'd just do this. But anyway, just real quick here, a video on flat Earth. In order to talk to new people, one of the things I'd recommend would be taking videos that have music and just where the information is on the screen. Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole has some of those. DITRH is his short name, Flat Earth. Stinky Cash has one on a plane flight from Newark, New Jersey to Moscow. Excellent one. You can take about 5 to 12 screenshots of a video like that and have yourself a little slide presentation you can show to anybody in just a few minutes. Dan Dimension does some excellent videos. One of them is on it's seeing the rabbit hole scene from 317,000 feet, something like that. But where he starts at sea level, like sea level, 1 foot off the ocean, and then goes up from there. He has another one called What They Don't Want You to Know. It's 4 minutes and 48 seconds. The first one is 3 minutes and something, maybe 2 minutes and 57 seconds. And you can take about 5 to 12 screenshots of those and show people that there is no curvature. From 0 feet up to 300,000 feet. The highest we've gotten is a NASA shot. I think their balloon. Their balloon. Their re-entry of the Orion was done from a balloon, dropped from a balloon. It's just insane, the amount of money that they spent on that. $1.2 billion, I believe, versus okay, it wasn't a $500 balloon, but you can get way up there with a $500 balloon. But they might have spent a couple $1 million on theirs, but whatever. Look at the shots of Felix Baumgartner's drop from 120,000 feet. That was from a balloon. And you see the exact same type of movement on the NASA Orion re-entry. The exact same movement of just a gentle up and down motion. A re-entry vehicle traveling at 20-some to 30,000 miles an hour is not going to be gently moving up and down, I guarantee you. The firing of the rockets just looks like a CGI cheap cartoon imagery. Anyway, Dan Dimension on that one. Your altitude showing flat line at various altitudes. One of the best ones out there by far is a plane flight from LA to Frankfurt, Germany, and that is on DITRH, I believe, and I don't know who originally did it. I'll look it up and I'll try to get the link below. But that's a good way to make just a little slideshow on your thing. You can just flip from screen to screen. Just get creative with that. You can talk to people in just a few minutes and say, what do you see here? What do your eyes see? One of the most important ones is, as the plane flights also show, but the time-lapse, high-speed time-lapse video of sunrises and sunsets. And I'll have a couple links below. I've been putting them out there, so they're pretty easy to find. I've got playlists of those, all of those under, sun, high-speed time-lapse, all under How to Get Out of Babylon. They all start with flat Earth in capital letters and a colon. So there's some ideas for you. And set a phone on a tripod, and I think this would be a good place to do that, a time lapse. You can do this with still photos too. Set your phone, like I said, with a screen. What do you call it? A filter. I've been trying to find that on my phone. I saw it once, but I can't find it right now. but you can do a filter, so you can filter it down and really see the sun accurately. Those are going to be taken, they are being taken from all over the world. There's one from Africa, there's one in Finland, there's one from, of course, from Alaska, a very famous one. So there's a whole lot of those showing that the sun is going around the earth and not vice versa, and also that the sun is very close, that it gets very small as it sets, dumbing down to a pinprick. There's an excellent one that shows the sun is, the title of it is something like "The Sun is Close," very close. Just look up, you know, do a search on those, do some screenshots from those videos, and pretty self-evident. You cannot see these things with the naked eye. You don't bother to see them. These people rant and rave about the sun is huge and it doesn't change in size as it sets. It just goes over the horizon, and that's just complete malarkey. It's completely opposite, absolutely opposite to what we see in plain sight with our eyes with video. So there was one guy that was, you know, just constantly haranguing me on a forum, a group of the Zach Bauer's rant on flat Earth, debunking flat Earth supposedly. Creator's Universe was the guy's name, and I posted some of those videos, and I've never heard from him again. So the time-lapse plane and sunset, sunrise videos. So take a look at those. If you want to talk to people, that's a good way to do it. Alrighty, this is Jerry Dine with How to Get Out of Babylon. If you're listening to this, you're the remnant. You are the remnant. And please look at some of my other videos on the Ozark Plateau, especially those of you here in the continental United States. Please look at some of those videos. I hope this is loud enough, and I'll see about it, and then I'll try to get it uploaded here. Thank you. God bless. Goodbye.